Right, so hopefully you're getting the feel for. Let me undo that. That's better. Getting the feel for where I'm going with this. Yeah, I think I want a nice set of girder forks on that. Definitely not chrome Harley looking ones, because although they do look good in black sometimes if they're original and old, but don't know if that wheel fits, you know. It's definitely the right size. I mean, it's Triumph, not BSA, but I kind of like the stance of it. Yeah, I think we're going to have to chop that frame and bring it down, because that's sticking up quite high in the air and I want this to be really low and wide. So it's now probably midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. It's still absolutely hammering with rain. So I'm going to call it a night. I think that might be the back wheel, you know, and we'll have a different one at the front. Yeah. Welcome back to another Adventures with Josh the Hat without my hat, because I haven't taken my ADHD medication. I have no idea what my hat is. It's 8:30, 8:45 at night. The only thing I had to do today was get down here and play motorbike, so it's taken me all day to do it. I have done something successful, which is went for a coffee. But I've had lots of ideas and all sorts while the brain is on runaway mode. Anyway, 8:45, we made it down here. I've got these. This is a lovely pole. Now, I've got two of them. They're both the same length, so that's kind of determined the length of the extension for the back swing arm / rear end. Not quite sure what I'm going to do. I know it's going to be long, so I'm going to go and get cutting. What I'm going to do is cut the swing arm. There's like a box section, so I'm going to cut it in the middle so I maintain the distance that I need for the wheels alignment even, and add the poles in the middle, and then eventually I can cut that box section out if required. But that means everything stays in place, and apart from extending the chain, everything should work. I was planning to change the back wheel, but actually when I've added the front wheel in, it kind of looks alright, so I'm going to go with what we've got, because otherwise I've got to buy another wheel and start really, you know, lining up stuff and clamping swing arms in order to get the laser level things right, and it's just going to be a mess. It looks alright, I'm kind of happy with it. I may build it and then decide I'm going to change the wheel, but in which case I'll have all of the back end built. So first thing is to get the grinder and grind away. So we've had a look around the chain. There is no joining link, so we have to go for the cut. Yeah, see what the best place to do this, and then get to that. How to get to that one? Not very easily. I can get that, and then that might be the one to go for. Let's see if we can budge that over just a smidge. Yeah, there and there. Wish me luck. Pretty good, those Dremel bit. Hey. Good, and I haven't damaged the link on either side, which is the main concern, because it means I can reuse that. I'll have to stick it in my big barrel of oil and put it in the cooker, which is kind of cool if you haven't seen one. But chain disconnected. Right, everything's out of the way. If I add rods into these two bits, although they are straight, they're not parallel with each other, which means it'll put everything out of sync. I might end up just cutting the whole thing out, putting bars to somewhere on the frame and having no suspension whatsoever. I have got those couple of leftover rear shocks that I'd kind of like to use, just so it's not so drastic. Now if I extend that all the way back without this box section in, I'm going to get the twist, and I don't want to twist again like we did last summer. So if you've got any ideas, please let me know. I mean, I think cutting in the middle of that box so it keeps that bit solid and that bit solid, then I can extend it, I'll push it back and then see what I'm actually dealing with, but that'll keep everything sort of in place. And the only problem is I can't find the tool to change over the grinding disc, so I don't know if that puts end of play today, puts the play at end, yeah, you know what I mean. That is actually, there we go, kind of all right. I mean, I can cut it down. Yeah, I think I'm going to butcher that, you know, and make it into something. I've got the other bits for it down here. These are like the top and bottom attachments that I've never opened. Yeah, I think I've got something there. I mean, that was going to be for another project, but I need another project like I need another arsehole. So I think those are going to get butchered. So if I widen these forks, they'll go there, and they actually sit about right for where I want the bottom of the bike to be, so it's sitting really low. Now, the other thing I want to show you, right, so I've kind of stuck those together. The forks are actually, I mean, I've got to widen them, so I'll have to be a bit of mucking around there, but they're actually about the right height for where I want the bike to sit. Now, if you've been hanging out here for a while, you may have seen this headlight before. So that's going to be going somewhere like that. Looking kind of cool. And then you might have seen these before, these bad boys. So, something along the lines of, I can get that all to stay, just so I can watch this later and visualise it. Something along the lines of that. Now that's going to be a bit mad, which is the whole point really. So I'll watch this video back and see what it looks like. Pop this out of the way somewhere. Get with this. Put it back safe over here. Because that is not replaceable. So thanks for watching. There'll be more soon. I've got the bits on order for the shop. I've got a better idea now of kind of how the bobber's going to go. There's a Suzuki B490 which has been on my Instagram and a few other places. That will come out to play soon. I need to do some final fettling on that because there are a couple of bits hanging out with it as well. But Thank you so much for watching. It's been wonderful. I do hope you get inspired and start buying old crap and cutting it about, because it is fun. And I will see you, well, in a week's time for the next episode. Toodles!